everyone, it's AJ back for another unboxing and maybe a rant, because I seem to be ranting on these videos because I feel that I have to justify myself. Why? Because I'm going to be opening up and having a look at this Blu-ray of The Old Guard, a Netflix film starring Charlize Theron. Yes, this is a bootleg copy, I know that, right? Came out a couple of years ago, as far as I'm aware, if I recall. A year and a half ago. Where is the physical copy, physical media copy? We haven't got one, and we're not going to get one. So, I get this. But this is not a rant. This is an opening followed by a rant. So, let's open this up. Let's take a look at the quality of this grey release, shall we call it? No, it's a bootleg copy. Let's call it a bootleg. Let's call it what it is. Is it a pirate? It might be a pirate. Are you a pirate? Might be a pirate. Is it bootleg? I don't know. This little angel on this soldier's saying one thing, this devil's saying another. I don't know which one to follow. Probably this one. Anyway, so let's take a look at this. So, here we have the Blu-ray version of The Old Guard. Bootleg version of The Old Guard. Yes, this is a Netflix movie that came out a short while ago. Maybe a year and a half, something like that. It's actually based on a comic book from the independent company Image, which has been around for about 25 years, 30 years now. The comic itself is relatively new, probably only about 5-6 years old, something along those sort of lines. I have read the earlier issues, maybe the first 6 or 8 issues. I do have them somewhere safely bagged away. So I was aware, when this was announced, I was aware of the comic book. So it's always nice to get a film like this, but general audiences wouldn't know that this is actually based on a comic. So let's take the plastic off and let's take a gander at this bootleg version of The Old Guard. So here we have the cover. As you can see, Charlize Theron with dark hair on it, with her axe and some other actress. I did see the film when it first came out. I remember enjoying the film, but I can't remember the film. This happens with a lot of films these days. I don't know if that's... I mean, I remember enjoying the film. I don't know if I forget them because my memory's going bad, or if my life's just too busy, or if the film was actually just rubbish and not memorable at all. So anyway, so there's the back of your box. Obviously, you don't get a digital copy with it, but there you go. Just showing you the artwork and that. Have a look on the inside. There's the disc that comes with it. The Old Guard, Charlize Theron, Netflix, blah, 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 blah. Now, I know it's a controversial thing, buying bootlegs, and I have this conversation in my other openings, and I feel like I'm repeating myself. So if you have heard me say this, I do apologise, but I will be repeating myself. Now, it does wind me up that a lot of titles that are being made for streaming services never see the light of day now on physical media. There's dozens and dozens of films that just haven't been released. Some do get a release, are lucky enough to get... oh, excuse me. Some are lucky enough to get a release in foreign territories so that I can source them. But let's be honest, right? You've got all these streaming services popping up with their own content. They want to drive numbers to their sites. So obviously, releasing stuff to physical media will prevent them numbers coming, because people will wait for physical media. If they can't get the physical media, they'll go to the site. That's the logic. I get that logic from a business perspective. I understand that, right? But not everyone is going to have the money to have every single streaming platform, right? I mean, I've got Netflix, I've got Amazon, I've got Disney. But if there's a film that I enjoy on there, I will then try and source it another way as well. So I've got the option of watching it on there, or I can watch a physical copy. Now, I like physical copies because I'm a collector of physical media. I do consider myself a purist, and I know that is a contradiction in terms, because I'm showing you a bootleg version. But let me get to my justification here. Okay, it bugs me more that that I can't have this on my shelf, then what it bugs me that I have to get a bootleg version. Yeah, so having the gap on my shelf of a film I like bugs me way more than having to source it like this. If these companies suddenly do a U-turn and they decide, you know what, we're going to release these films, then I'll be the first in line to buy them. If this, say for example, this film, if it's not released in this country but is released in somewhere like Germany, I will get it from Germany. I will get an original copy and replace this one with it straight away. All right, got no qualms about doing that. That would be my intent. I don't see that happening. Not for a long time. But if people purchase this sort of an item, then it might drive the studios to release stuff like this to physical media, because they understand that, well, actually there is a market there still for it, a market that's hungry for it, a market that wants it. So there is a justification there. Don't know if I'm trying to make myself feel better or what, but there you go. You know, the way I see it is these films like this need to be preserved as they were meant to be seen, because 10, 15 years down the line, if these still haven't been released, right, and there's content within this film that today, in 15 years' time, wishy-washy society doesn't like because it contradicts their new outlook, then these films will end up being edited or removed, probably edited. You know, they'll have seconds edited out or minutes edited out, and we'll lose what originally was. Stuff like anything. It's like a book, right? It's like a work of art. It's like films are like the Mona Lisa. You don't go out and you don't deface the Mona Lisa because, or I don't know, you don't go and, you know, I don't know, the Venus de Milo statue, right? I mean, Christ, she's got no arms, right? I don't know, the disabled people could get upset about that and insist that a set of arms are put on her or something like that. You know, could you imagine that happening? Obviously, I'm being a bit facetious here, you know, but you see what I'm saying. Like you got statues of women that are naked, or works of art of women that are naked. What we got to go dress them up now because we don't like them, because we don't like what they stood for back then, and what you know. Do you see what I'm saying? And the same goes for films. They should be preserved as they were originally intended to be seen and intended to be made. But in today's society, we're getting TV programs that aren't being shown anymore, or that are being heavily edited because it upsets a minority of wishy-washy people, you know, who get offended by everything. Christ, if I fart, I'll offend them. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Society's just falling apart in this sense. But there you go. I'm ranting. I told you it'd be a rant, because these do make me rant, because it upsets me that I have to buy these. But I'm happy that I've got them. But it upsets me more that I can't get them originally than upsets me that I have to buy a pirate copy, or a bootleg copy, or a grey copy if you want to colour it up into something that it's not. I don't know. But anyway, this is AJ. Rant over. Blu-ray looked at. Thank you for checking it out. Please consider subscribing for more rants. Please hit the notification bell. Leave me a comment. Leave me good comments. Leave me bad comments. I don't care. Comments are comments. We can have a lively discussion. You can hate on me. I'll hate on your back. But anyway, this is AJ. I'm off. And I shall see you later all. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.